Williams say?
Yeah, he was saying like, oh, how can God forgive the people of Nineveh even like without sacrifice of sins?
Who told Paul Faggot Williams that he forgave them without sacrifice? I did a session. I wrote an article on this. Have you read 1 Kings chapter 8 when Solomon dedicated the temple in 1 Kings 8? What did he say about the nations who recognize that the God of Israel is true, and if they look towards Jerusalem, the temple in Jerusalem, God would do what on the basis of the sacrifices being offered there? Hear their prayer and forgive them, right?
Yeah.
So who told you that God forgave the Ninevites without sacrifice when the temple was standing and the temple included sacrifices for nations who would repent and turn to God, so those sacrifices would atone for their sins? Where'd you get that from?
Oh, that's a good answer. Thank you, Sam.
But Paul Faggot Williams, no disrespect to facts, knows the answer because I wrote a response refuting him and called him to debate. So the son of the devil, the coward, knows the answer already. So let me repeat. They will tell you that in the book of Jonah, the Ninevites repent, God forgave them, but they didn't sacrifice. The problem is, during the time of Jonah, if you read his prayer, he's looking towards the temple in Jerusalem and crying out to God to forgive him as he's in Sheol, meaning the temple is standing. And if you read Solomon's prayer of dedication, it's found in 1 Kings chapter 8, 2 Chronicles chapter 6, and then you read chapter 7. Solomon says this temple is erected for the sacrifices being made for all nations. He says it in his prayer. If the nations hear about your great name and turn towards this location and pray, forgive them. Hear their prayer and forgive them. On the basis of what? This temple will be making sacrifices for all their sins. So if anyone responds, let those sacrifices atone for their sins so you can forgive them. So where did he get that the Ninevites were forgiven without sacrifice when sacrifices were being made in the temple for nations like the Ninevites to turn and repent and be saved?